guys, welcome back to the Retail Reseller channel. I'm just cruising around. No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm actually going to get my inventory, for the week, or at least for today. I'm like most of you. I'm out every single day hustling, picking up inventory, listing it. I mean, that's the eBay business, right? It's the way it goes. So it's now Tuesday, and this is, I talked about this before in my previous videos, that this is actually like the beginning of my week as far as getting inventory, because a lot of the places where I live, a lot of the thrift shops and stuff are closed on Mondays. Don't know why that is exactly, but that's just the way it is. So really on Tuesdays is the day that I actually get going to search for the inventory. I do work on Mondays, of course, but usually on Mondays I do my shipments, and I usually always have like dead piles or just extra inventory from the previous week that I'm just following up and listing on Mondays. So yeah, that's my deal on Mondays, and here I am on Tuesdays getting out and getting more inventory. So anyway, I just want to talk a little bit about just general stuff about eBay and about like this channel. So if you see my videos in the past, it's my channel's not about showing you what I sold, how much I sold it for. I don't talk about my numbers that I make within the business, on all that. I mean, there's plenty of people that do that. I'm not into that because it just takes too much time. I mean, I'm running a real business, actually two businesses, and almost three businesses that I'm starting up a third, and I don't have time, to show everybody what I'm selling, and what for. And this is not my gig. This is not my thing, and honestly, I know a lot of you like that kind of stuff, but honestly, instead of watching what everyone else is selling, you need to kind of do your own thing. You have to get out there and get your own inventory. Learn the business within the business, instead of what other people are doing or how other people do it. I used to do that. I used to watch other people's videos and follow their lead and all that stuff. But the problem is that if you watch enough of different people that are doing these videos, they're all kind of contradicting each other, and so you have to really find out what works for you, because in actuality, every single way will work. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no one way to master eBay. Any way that you do eBay will work as long as you're getting good inventory, right? That's the key thing. But by watching other people and what they're buying and selling doesn't mean that that's the only way that it works. I mean, you're talking about billions of products out there, and you just got to find out what's working, like what sells. I mean, almost anything and everything will sell. It's just a matter of what you can get it for and how much you can sell it for, right? So it's sort of like, I don't know, I don't want to waste the time, doing those kind of videos, not only for myself, but I like to get to the point. I make these videos to point out the flaws in working the eBay business. Yeah, sometimes I go directly straight at eBay because they're a disaster with the management payments and all that stuff. Yeah, I mean, that's sort of like, my motif in my videos is always bashing the management payments, even, because I just don't like it, and everything sort of just seems to funnel back to that. And but there's more to it, than that. I mean, there's a lot of frustrations to deal with on the customer side of things, and it's not all about just going out and buying something cheap, flipping it on eBay, making all kinds of money, and buying cars and buying condos and doing all these things and being all rich and all that stuff. I mean, and it all happens within 3 weeks, from when you start. That's all nonsense. It's all BS, and unless you put some serious time into doing eBay full time, even the fact that if you could do eBay full time, that's an accomplishment in itself. If you can support yourself or a family, or just even your wife or whatever, even your girlfriend, right? If you could bring your girlfriend out to dinner and being able to pay your own bills by doing eBay full time is a huge accomplishment. You know what I mean? That's amazing. And if you're a part-time seller and you have a full-time like regular job, then the stress level is not as high because you got the full-time income, guaranteed income from the full-time job to fall back on. I think, everyone should know when you sell on eBay, especially if you've been doing it for a while, that nothing's guaranteed. I mean, for you to sell something, for a lot of money, let's just say if you get your hands on an item for $150 and you're able to flip it for $500, but all the rest of your items are, under $50. So it takes you a lot more items in general to generate a lot of money, but you have that one item that sells for a lot, and then you sell it, you're so happy, you're so proud of yourself, and maybe you might use that money to pay off a bill that's been hanging around for a while, or you go out and you buy something that you've been wanting for a while, and everything, life is good, right? And then all of a sudden, 10 days later, that person wants to return it, for whatever reason that is, and now you're going to refund back the $500, but yet you spent it. I mean, things like that is crazy. I mean, it will break you. I mean, not even just breaking your business, but it'll break your psychic and your, just mentally. It will just mess up your mind, right? I mean, that's why it's always. That's why it's always a good idea to wait at least the 30. Wait the 30 days, so that way, they can't return it if that's the way you have your settings. If they choose to, and then when that money gets freed, but that's the whole thing. Is waiting 30 days is hard. So this business is it's a tough gig. It's not easy. I mean, this is working full time in eBay is essentially like working 2 full-time jobs, because if you're working an 8-hour shift at a regular job or even a 12-hour shift, I mean, let's face it, if you're doing a full-time eBay business, you're working, basically you're on the clock 24/7, right? I mean, even if you're on vacation, you're still working, or at least you should be. You need to be answering, emails and questions and things like that. And although you're not shipping anything out while you're on vacation, but you're also letting people know that you're on vacation and that you'll be shipping it out when you get back and giving them the dates. It's a constant thing, and some of these people, I'm telling you, some of these people are just shooting this stuff into people's ears and saying, eBay's easy, you can make so much money and blah blah blah. It's a tough gig. It's a tough business. And can you get to a point where you can make a lot of money and get a staff and ease it up on yourself, even though it'll free you up physically and all that stuff. I mean, you won't have to do everything, but when you get employees and all that stuff, it's going to be more stressful, because not only are you have to worry about yourself, and your own income, but you're liable for your staff and making sure that they get paid on time every week, and for them to support their families and all that stuff. But again, going back to the original point, I mean, can it be done where you could be very successful in this business and do very well? Well, of course, but it certainly doesn't happen like that. It doesn't happen like many people say that it does, and how easy it is. I mean, there's just so many elements to the eBay business that's why we have so many eBay channels talking about the business, talking about all the goods and all the bads and all the things that could happen, for the good and bads as well. I mean, it's so many different ways that it could go. There's so many problems that could come up, but again, there's so much joy that can come out of it as well. I mean, if it wasn't for the joy of selling and making money and doing it ourselves, then if it was only just always bad, then none of us would be doing it, right? So that's it. It's just, just want to kind of put a little light on the situation where, this is what I'm about. I mean, whenever things go just so great for me and nothing bad happens or anything, then yeah, I mean, I don't really have the content to make a video for this channel, because I mean, I'm not here just to boast myself and my business and talk about how great I am and look what I sold, and I'll show you everything I sold today, and I'll show you everything I sold tomorrow, and all that. I mean, no, I'm here to kind of get to the nitty gritty, the reality of the business, and unfortunately the drama and the bad luck of the business. I mean, that way you can learn from my mistakes. Hopefully, you can maybe get a laugh at me because of my mistakes, and that's fine. At least you're learning something. I think watching what I sell daily is not improving you in any way, so I mean, you got to get out there and find your own stuff and find out your own niches on what works for your eBay business, what you want to sell, which doesn't have to be one particular niche. It's whatever. Listen, I sell anything that makes me money, whether if I like to sell it or not. If it can make me money, then I sell it. That's just who I am. I know a lot of people say, well, you got to sell what you like and what you enjoy, because otherwise you're not going to be interested in it. You're not going to be happy selling it. Well, that's BS too, because money is money. It doesn't matter if I'm selling something I enjoy selling or I don't care about it at all. I mean, the money's the same, right? It's the value of money is the exact same either way. So this whole business about sell what you love, otherwise you'll just be miserable. Nope. I mean, I sell a lot of makeup, and do I look like I wear a lot of makeup or any at all? So the answer is no, I don't wear makeup, right? So, but I sell a lot of it, and the money's the exact same, than if I sell, say, backpacks. I enjoy hiking and I enjoy everything to do with the outdoors. And if I'm selling backpacks, you know what? The money coming in, whether if I'm selling makeup or backpacks, it's all good for me. It's all the same to me. So anyway, I'm almost here at my my location, so I have to go and get some inventory. So I'm going to end this video now. If you like this, please hit the like button. If you want to see more videos in the future about the reality of an eBay business, or reality of a full-time eBay business, and some of the issues that I come across. And please subscribe, and I'll be making those videos in the future. Like I said, I make the videos when the problems basically happen, unless something like really, really like incredibly positive happens, and I will share that as well. But I mean, I'm not gonna, again, just share my daily, sales and all that stuff, because I just don't think it's worth my time or really your time. Because while you should be out doing what I'm doing right now, then you should be doing that as well, and not just watching what other people are selling. Anyway, that's it, and I'll see you on the next one.